Namaste and a very good morning, dear children. I hope you're all set for your English class today. Now, children, last time we had started with chapter number 5 Sniffles the Crocodile and Punch the Butterfly. Okay, now before we continue with our chapter ahead, let's recapitulate. Now, last time we had read about Sniffles the crocodile and Punch the butterfly. They both are the best of friends. But the only problem is they both are not happy in their own bodies. Sniffles finds himself that he is too ugly, whereas Punch, she wants to be as strong and big like Sniffles, and her feeler is always curved in the shape of a punch. Okay. As we read a story ahead, we find that Sniffles' mother is also tired of him. And why is she tired of him? Because he's always crying and he's always sniveling. Sniveling? Always sniveling and he's always crying. And most of all, he does not behave like a real crocodile. When his mother asks him to go and find his own food, what does our Sniffles do? He starts crying. Where does Sniffles live? He lives in the swamp. And all the crocodiles in the swamp, they make fun of Sniffles. Why do they make fun of Sniffles? Because he does not behave like a real crocodile. And who is his best friend? His best friend is Punch the butterfly. So their pair of a crocodile and a butterfly is very funny for everyone. So everybody makes fun of Sniffles, but our Sniffles, he doesn't care for anything. All he cares about is crying and sniveling. Now let's read. Okay, I forgot to mention one more point. Last time we had read that one day Punch comes and tells Sniffles that she had seen two hunters who were coming towards the swamp for killing the crocodiles for their skin. And what does a Sniffles say? He says, but why do they need our skin? Don't they have their own skin? So Punch says, no, I don't know. But you need to tell everyone, all the crocodiles, that they need to be beware. Beware means they need to be alert. They need to go and hide in order to save themselves. So Sniffles becomes really troubled for his best friend and he starts crying. And he says, but Punch, what about you? If we will go and hide, they will come for you. So Punch says, no, my grand aunt had told me that hunters don't kill us. They catch us in the net and they pin us on the board. Okay, like you pin a chart on the board, in the same way they pin us on the board. So Sniffles does what Punch tells him and he starts crying and he starts shouting. So let's see, what does he do? The other crocodiles heard Sniffles crying and shouting, men coming to kill us! Hide! Hurry! Hide! So Sniffles, he's crying also and he's shouting, men are coming to kill us! Hide! Hide! Hide everyone! So at first, the other crocodiles, they do not believe him. Why? Because they don't take Sniffles seriously, because he's always crying. So they do not believe him. But then they hear the footsteps. The crocodiles went deep into the river and left some rotten logs floating on the water. So what did the crocodiles do? They hurriedly went underwater, deep into the river, into the water, so that the hunters cannot see them. And they left some rotten means galawa, rotten logs. Logs are the big cut parts of trees. It can be a trunk also. I hope you all know what's a trunk. It can be a trunk also or a big branch of a tree. So they kept rotten logs floating on the water. And if somebody saw those logs from far away, they might think that these are alligators. Okay? The men shot at the logs which looked like crocodiles from afar. So when the men came towards the water where the crocodiles used to be, so they thought that probably the logs which were floating, they thought that they were crocodiles because they were standing very far. From afar means because they were very far, and they started shooting. that otherwise if they will come near, what will happen? The crocodiles can attack them. The men could not see any crocodiles, only hundreds of butterflies that flew into their faces and hair. Now, the men could not see anything properly. Why? Because hundreds of butterflies, they had attacked them on their face, on their hair. Attacked does not mean that they were, attacking literally. It just means that they were coming in their face and they were flying in their hair. They were not able to see properly. Imagine a house fly is flying near you. What will you do? You will get irritated and you will try to move the fly away. In the same way, the men were trying to move the fly away while shooting. I hope you can see in the picture also, they're firing, and then so many butterflies have come and covered their face and covered their view. Shaking their heads and trying to brush off the butterflies, they were trying to move the butterflies away. They said, "There are no crocodiles here. We will bring nets and catch butterflies." So they come to the conclusion that there are no crocodiles here. So we will come with our nets to catch the butterflies. And off they went. They went away. All the crocodiles got together and thanked Punch and the other butterflies. And all the crocodiles, they realized that because of the butterflies and Punch, their life was saved. So they thanked the butterflies and Punch. Let's see what happens next. The next day, the crocodiles saw men with nets. And the next day, these same men, they have come with nets. Sniffles remembered Punch telling him about nets. Now, Sniffles, when he saw those men coming with nets, he suddenly remembered what Punch had told him, that they catch us with nets and they pin us on the board. So Sniffles became very alert all of a sudden, and he said, "Punch, the nets, come here quick. The men with the nets have come." So he says, "Punch, come here, hurry up, come. The men with the nets have come. They have come to, trap you." All the crocodiles came to the river bank. Beta, river bank is where the river meets the land. That is the river bank. I hope you can see also the brown line. That is from where the land is starting. So that is the river bank. So all the crocodiles, what did they do? They came towards the land where the men were standing. The butterflies settled on the heads and backs of the crocodiles. And what did the butterflies do? They were sitting on the heads of and the back of the crocodiles. Okay? And the crocodiles were attacking the men. A few of the crocodiles made a circle around the men as they came closer. And a few of the crocodiles, what did they do? They made a circle around the men. उन्होंने उनको घेर लिया, as you say. They made a circle around them. They snapped their jaws. Just imagine, you're standing in the middle and a circle has been made around you of crocodiles, and these crocodiles are snapping their jaws. Snapping means they're opening and closing their jaws. Just imagine. Okay, snapping, and they're looking at you as if they're going to eat you now. Sniffles was in the front, and lo and behold, who was in the front? Our coward Sniffles. When his friend's life was in danger, so he forgot everything, and he was there in the front leading all the crocodiles, gnashing his teeth. Gnashing means he was grinding his teeth in anger. And whipping his tail means he was moving his tail here and there, back and forth, almost menacingly. Menacingly means in a very scary manner, that today though he's going to eat those animals, those men. Okay, so he was staring at them. Let's move further. Now let's read the new words first that you have just now read for better clarity. First we read was snapped their jaws. That means to open and close your jaw. Can you see here? The shark is opening and closing. She's snapping her jaw. This is how snapping is. The next word that we read was gnashing his teeth. That means to grind one's teeth in anger. She's grinding her teeth in anger. This is grinding. When you become very angry and you close your mouth and you just move your teeth like this is grinding. This is gnashing. The next word is whipping his tail, means when you move your tail from one direction to the other. This dog is whipping her tail. Then we read menacingly. Menacingly here means in a very dangerous manner, as if you're going to attack. That is menacingly. Another word that we read was in the last page was rotten. Rotten means very bad. Smell also can be rotten, or it can be decaying. Decaying means sad gaya, sada gala, as you say. Then we read log. Log was a large branch or trunk of a tree that has been cut off. Can you see the picture? There's a log lying on the ground and there's a hole in between. So this means that this log is probably rotten. That is the reason there's a hole in between now. Let's continue with our chapter now. The men were so frightened that they took to their heels and ran right out of the swamp. Now the men were so frightened, they were so scared that the crocodiles have surrounded us, that they ran like anything. Took to their heels means that they ran really fast and right out of the swamp. The other crocodiles were very proud of Sniffles. The other crocodiles, they were very pleased with Sniffles. They were very happy, proud, garv hona as you say in Hindi. They were very proud of Sniffles as he had acted like a real crocodile. And for the first time in his life, our Sniffles had acted like a real crocodile. Now Sniffles also was proud to be one, and Sniffles also, after this incident, after this episode, he was very proud to be a crocodile. Why? Because finally he was able to save the life of his friend, and he was able to do something important, worthwhile. That's the reason he also was proud to be a crocodile now. I hope the chapter is clear to everyone. Now children, after this, I have sent in the PDF, I have sent the sentences, the remaining words that I want you to write and make sentences for. Secondly, I have sent the question answers. You have to write those question answers and the sentences in the literature section of your copy. Another thing, let's discuss the vocabulary exercise which is given at the back. You have to complete that vocabulary exercise also. It is given at the back of your book. Everyone, please take out the vocabulary exercise. Now children, the vocabulary exercise is very easy. You have to make the compound words. Pictures have been given and you have to make the compound words. Now compound words are nothing but we take two small words and we join to make a big word. For example, tea and pot. You all know what's a tea? What's tea? Tea is your parents drink tea, and pot is in which you heat something, that pot. So when we combine tea and pot, it becomes teapot. Another word can be cup and board. You all know what's a cup and you all know what's a board. When we join both these, it becomes a compound word like cupboard. I'll discuss the first picture. Rest you have to do on your own. The first picture that is given in the exercise is that of a cow and a boy. So when you join cow and boy, it becomes cowboy. So cowboys are nothing. They are found in Texas. Texas is a place. They are found in Texas. They look after what do? They look after the cattle. Cattle is the cows. They live on farms. So cowboy is that. You have to do this exercise. This exercise is pretty easy. Okay. Next we have, after this, it goes on to this exercise goes on till the next page. After that we have singular plural. We've already done that. You have to do these 5 sentences also. Okay. I hope you all finish your work. In case you have any doubt or any query, you are more than welcome to ask me today in the Google Meet. Okay. See you next time. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you and have a nice day.